marks going in, but we're started here on Vine. NRG on the defense, Gen.G on the attack, and already we know Shawn, he's gotten aggressive and he's already gotten the first frag.
Shawn still on the front lines, and he still has a whole lot of players from NRG still trying to flank on him, and indeed it happens. Sam and Shanks both with openings, and Shanks still looking out towards the back line with two actually wanted to approach the back spawn area. eeiu, what on earth? Let's go beaming through the smoke with a knife, but not gonna get anything out of it. This could be big for MkaeL, but there is a wall up in hookah. I mean, who would have expected it? NRG, they're already covering their path to really make that rotation as long as possible. And not only that, but they still have one player over towards that A side if another teleport does go on. Shanks is here on the rotation. Same thing with that Sage teammate that put up the wall. Now they just wait out for the approach. Shanks does get one back. Even then, MkaeL from up top with a couple of right clicks has to go big on two. Gets the headshot, but just doesn't have enough bullets to get another two. They're going to be able to buy back into the next round. But still, with two over towards that A site, they still have a stellar chance at making this back. The owl drone going to get banged out. eeiu still behind. Oh no, still behind that smoke, waiting up for the approach. Double satchel, and huynh is there off the information to get the frag. daps the only one here on site. Actually goes right into U-Haul. Shawn doesn't spot a singular thing with the spike going down. daps could make some noise. Indeed he does. Gonna be able to get one. Now this just restricts things down to a 2-on-3. Little mini flash, but the post plan for Gen.G is not too bad.
Big wall up. That'll keep daps at least out of the mix for now, but he needs the kill. Ooh, onto koosta, who dances around the box.
Oh,
Trailblazer
no.
faking out the info, but koosta nearly gets taken down. If maybe the Trailblazer actually leapt into him, he actually would have gone down. Now,
right.
Infinite, I think at this point is going to look for a couple of exits, but koosta denies him 1 HP. Jeez, yeah, towards showers. And right now, the B site, at least in the minds of NRG, this is the only site that makes sense to take. And here they come, Gen.G. Early on, it's again Shawn, the double blast back. Sam to hold it down. He's got 3. And finally a trade back, but it's a little bit labored.
No, it's laborious, and really it doesn't mean all too much. koosta still left over towards the mid side. And the paranoia!
Ooh.
Oh my! Oh, that's wonderful. With hookah being...
Take over the A site. All that daps has to do right now is hold down U-Haul, one of the most critical positions on this retake, but even then he realizes the tricky predicament he's in. Tripwire to watch the flank. There's Shawn showstopper. There's a TP into heaven. Now this is a free kill for daps. That's going to come massive into this retake.
Sure is, but even then... Shanks still coming in with MkaeL and multiple people over towards the short area. huynh in a beautiful position, but it's super off angle with koosta actually looking over. Double from koosta. Now both players from NRG, both isolated, but they have the angles. koosta was already revealed a little bit early on. eeiu, good spot. Shawn 1v2. This is where he thrives, but he needs to get this one onto Infinite to make it count. But it won't happen. NRG, they're... I mean, it was... They've relied on their hard swings in a sense to really get the opening frags, and NRG, they just have really the length. They have the range. Not only that, but info. Shanks looking over towards the long area already knows that there's still one there. And not only that, but look at NRG over towards bathrooms. You talk about info, and this is all that you can get. Nothing over towards short as they shut down the lurker. Sam takes down Shawn. Still 2 over towards long, and now Shanks, he just wants to pad his stats. Indeed, he gets one back.
Deep daps able to play a nice off-angle where he can drop slow orbs, try and delay. And there's the frag, the confidence from eeiu to find koosta and a triple swing. Oh my god, huynh never stood a chance in that situation, and daps controlling this U-Haul position as well. There's really nothing you can do right now if you're Gen.G. NRG, they've got this one unlocked, and daps should have this frag as well. Just one player, MkaeL. Tricky position to be in, and against 4, they're all gonna swing him in a second. daps with the second frag of the round, and then I think they just hopped over the trip as well. If not, eeiu is gonna make the TP, but Infinite, all of this information, and Shanks, he's able to catch one off guard. Perfect, but again, you mentioned koosta and that late lurk. A nice tag onto the backside of GMD, but it's not going to net them a kill just yet. They will take control of U-Haul, and it was koosta, this position. You foreshadowed it, and well, it's come to fruition. MkaeL, ready for the flank.
Ooh.
Are they prepared? They're about to walk into each other. eeiu with his back turn. This is an easy kill, but they will be wary of the flank now. 4 versus 4, and a showstopper that Som ends up shutting down. 10 seconds left in the spike. It's barely made its way to the site, and Shanks has just won them the round. 4 kills on the Bladestorm, and NRG have done.
From NRG, just staying away from that teleporter area, staying away from bathroom, just so they could get the first contact on A. Som is not only going to get a first contact and a first pick, but also going to bait out a whole lot of util that is so successful for Som. And not only that, but Gen.G, down a man, have to make this full retake.
No charges. Big play from Som, and the fact that he gets out of there alive is outrageous. Like you said, a whole lot of utility, and I'd say 2 of the biggest parts of this retake. Slow war baited, wall baited, paranoia baited. How do they even go about this? There are no flashes left here for Gen.G, and a whole lot of players grouped up in U-Haul. Som with this lurk, Som with this late rotation, and the wall is up. Everyone's got their backs turned to him, and Som had a firing range. He fires downrange and is only able to get one, but there's not much you can do here if you're Gen.G. They are bringing it back. 2 versus 2, a wide swing from 1, and it is going to be Quinn to take the round, but is there time? It's going to be so close, and there isn't. 2 seconds, and the wall is...
Now they attract the 3 people over towards B. They maintain them there. 1 way over towards short 2, and not only that, but they want to maintain it. They're going to keep it going, but a dash in. Shanks still in the front lines, trying to find out koosta. Beautiful nade from Som too, taking down his opponent on top of U-Haul. Still, koosta around the corner with the SMG. Can't get anything. NRG now in a man advantage. But Shawn, man who has been hard fragged as far, still with a massive opportunity to bring his team back into 3-on-3.
It is so difficult, Gen.G. They couldn't lock down U-Haul. And NRG are investing everything into this control. Slow warp down, paranoia ready to force them away even further. But the wall goes up, and so does the revive. NRG, they've got their backs against the wall. Gen.G are putting on pressure, and they need to retake these positions. Shawn with a big frag. You mentioned his name. Well, there he is. But here comes the showstopper. Nothing connects. And Shawn with 4. Gen.G survive for another round and keep NRG off of 12.
It's literally just Shawn 4K off the retake. Same that Gen.G were going into as a... Actually, they try to switch up their approach almost every round, and it just doesn't work out in their favor. And this time, NRG, actually, they have this site for free. koosta, MkaeL, both getting frags. Still some up front with a trade back. GMD just hiding in cubby. No check at all. And just like that, GMD on his lonesome. But instead for this one, I don't think their momentum is really halted by any means, but this one's going to be tough. NRG, they have all the bodies on the front of site. Shanks has been so successful in these sorts of situations, but he's not going to be able to find anything. Instead now, koosta with the ulti, gonna be able to find all that information, but still NRG with full control of this site. Except for U-Haul, however, there's one player really just ready and raring to go, and it's none other than Shawn, but Som comes back with nobody watching the back line. 3v3 now, as NRG looks to close things out with a spike going down.
Revive available though here, at least for Quinn. Who can he bring in? There are no bodies near him. They need to get U-Haul control. I think that's the only place they can get a possible revive, but Infinite investing a Trailblazer. Som, a blast back to keep them away. Everything on the line here in map number 1 is Gen.G. They are trying to retake U-Haul, but they're getting nothing. They're shut down by Som and Infinite. 2 frags between the both of them. And GMD, it's his birthday, and he needs a present. He needs a clutch, and he's got one, but the second avails him. eeiu closes things.
For NRG, ready to go on a fast rotate.
Yeah, they do have a retake cam set up in Gen.G. Fast pace, that's the tempo you want. Let Shawn do his thing, let him find kills, and let Som maybe explode in as well. Frenzy to their faces, it's the dynamic duo, the deadly duo of Shanks and Som. Silence in the works, and they take the kills for themselves. Nothing that you can do if you're Gen.G right now. 4 versus 1, and it is a sweep from NRG on the retake. That is fast, and that is deadly.
As this momentum-based region with all of these players being such characters in a sense, but NRG literally embodies that. They get a sense of confidence, they get a sense of momentum, and they absolutely explode. And just like this is how they can build it up. Double long at this point, but koosta is the one beaming through the smoke, actually going for the first frag and then transferring the spray onto Som. That's a massive start from koosta, but still, Shanks still alive, still control of long, but Gen.G, they've already readjusted with GMD on the lurk over towards C.
There's that camera again, though. I think at least in this position, Infinite's going to pop those cages. He's going to try and at least fake presence in the back of sight. That should be the biggest goal. A very well-timed smoke, though, here from daps. That'll cause a whole lot of delay. Infinite, the cam is up. And they know this hit is coming, but it's all about timing. Can he get the cages up at the right moment? Yes, he can. Perfect. And a big, big paranoia. And guess who's here on the site? Mr. Fourth Quarter's arrived, and he is ready to go. Flashes go in, but he's not ready at all. Never mind. daps now in the clutch, and Gen.G well adjusted, and daps 1v4 is looking for some exits. Anything he can get from this would be beneficial, but nothing much. The one on NRG is biting. They've got a trip as well to cover their flank, so they don't need to worry about that. But this retake, there's the run it back, and Sam gets aggressive. He's been full blinded, but so is everyone else. Infinite with one. There are the trades back, and exactly what they needed is MkaeL holds it down. 15 seconds left though, and eeiu caught off guard, but it's Sam. The run it back is what he needed, and he's been sent back into the site as huynh goes for a hero play. But NRG site flawlessly. Well, they're gonna need it here again, as Gen.G have now reached the site. They've reached the climax. Cage is not up. They'll be using that for the retake as well. And with the spike going down, there's that run it back, and here they go.
Sam just tries to make his way on through, but that's good for some space. Still not a whole lot of damage, and Gen.G, this is really their biggest challenge thus far in terms of a hard retake from NRG. It's a 5-on-5, and then they go. It's Sam with the first two frags. Shanks is here to help out. So MkaeL on the back lines over towards Shorts. Still has one back. Infinite essentially beaming through the smoke. He gets the kill back. Now 2v2. GMD with a good one. MkaeL with a flick, and now MkaeL is the one dictating the pressure.
But now daps, he's sticking.
He's still going. He's sticking. No, MkaeL, you gotta be kidding me. It's the most anticlimactic finish that you can get.
Looking for something, only finds a couple of bullets, but that's just enough. Gen.G slowed down with 50 seconds left to regroup back to this site. And Shanks, all he needed was a right click to take down Koosta. And while they were thinking of A, they were probably double guessing themselves, but this TP is going to draw everything away here for NRG and GMD. Goodness me, what a dink onto him.
Yeah, no, there you go. But Shanks was already in the back lines of A. So GMD just gets exposed. Now daps, the leader, he gets one back with a slick kill, but Shawn makes one even better. I think we've seen 3 hard taps already in the round, and well, there you go, MkaeL. eeiu definitely not expecting anyone in garage. So just like that, it's gonna come down to none other than Shanks now in the 1v2. 2 more players remaining out from around the corner. And my Shanks! The power of the right clicks! It's Mr. Fourth Quarter himself! He's still clutch! And from downtown, he nails down Gen.G! And what was their big... And almost everyone from NRG is over towards that short area. Gen.G, they've already taken on all this pressure over towards long 2. And not only that, but 3 around sight. So now Gen.G, they almost seem ready and raring to go. But look at that shock dart again. Yet another lineup coming in for MkaeL. eeiu still fighting over towards long. That's a 1-2 combo again. This time using a shock dart into the ghost. Spike is still down for NRG. MkaeL now around the corner as Shanks. The paranoia. The near sight. It goes out right on time. Still Koosta with one back. Huge smoke. They could cover up Koosta for a little bit of a ninja defuse. But that is well done by Sam. Wow. Just the movement on him, he was essentially ready for a player to show up. They need to pull out their own strap book in a sense, because now this might be their last stand. They have the rifles out with not too much time to go in this game.
Oh, another fast play. It's GMD in the back, not ready whatsoever. Saw him running and gunning. This is what he does best. Run it back, and he's running it through the spot. I think if he was maybe given another second, win was his, but 11 to turn this around. Early aggression down long, 2-player spotted in Shanks. Flips the switch, and he's looking to end this one early. Just like that, it's a 5v3, and the man has got the Blade Storm. He's looking for a little bit more. There's nobody in the spawn just yet. A flank coming in, but there's a trip to watch. And Gen.G, how do you even attempt this?
Slow and steady, 1 kill at a time. That's all that's going through Gen.G's head at the moment. They have almost no information up towards that C site. And instead, NRG, they're the ones with a whole lot of info. That is huge off. But even then, time is just getting chunked off the clock. No opening frags. Shanks able to get one onto MkaeL in the back line. Same thing with eeiu. GMD is going to get overwhelmed. And just like that...